Yeah, it was my idea, that one.
What?
They were both my idea.
No.
Yes, they were.
No, the one about the holiday was my idea. Thank you.
And it got less views than the one.
Your
that was my
idea was the Euros one, and my idea was the holiday one. So shush.
There was no arguments or nothing.
No.
I mean, I made Lucia cry once, but that wasn't. I threw her in the pool.
Annoyed me a few times.
We have been heavily watching the Olympics, haven't we?
We've been so into it.
We've been well into it all weekend.
That's the biggest thing that I've seen is like when someone wins gold or even just wins like one of the medals, they just completely break down, don't they?
Because you think of it's 4 years. Like 4 years is a fucking long time. Do you know what I mean? Some people can't even stick to a diet for a week.
I'm definitely more skillful than you.
Bruv, you can't catch.
That's not a skill. That's physical.
What's a skill then?
Being able to communicate your emotions.
be able to cook.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Couple of Coaches podcast with me, Emma, and my lovely co-host, boyfriend, lover.
Best friend.
Best friend. Boss, PT, dog dad, Michael.
TikTok viral partner.
Yeah,
we did it again.
Who made the TikTok though?
We did it again.
I think it comes down to the creation.
Yeah, it was my idea, that one.
What?
They were both my idea.
No.
Yes, they were.
No, the one about the holiday was my idea. Thank you.
And it got less views than the one.
Your idea was the Euros one, and my idea was the holiday one. So shush.
We're doing Love Island one today. That's gonna be good.
Yeah. Anyway, why'd you ruin it?
Because they're not gonna see it.
Yeah.
They're going live.
All right. Yeah. Welcome back, everyone. We are a little shade darker from that lovely Greek sun that we were in. And we had a lovely time on holiday, didn't we?
Yeah, no, it was really good actually. Really enjoyed it. For those who care.
For those who care.
Yeah. It was one of my favourite holidays.
Yeah.
Were you agreeing with that?
Too. Yeah, no, I am.
Yeah, I just think it was just
lovely.
It was very close to being like a perfect holiday. It might have even been a perfect holiday.
Yeah, no issues.
But there was
no problem.
issues. Although like
Place
it was all
was
my
lovely.
family, there was no arguments or nothing.
No.
I mean, I made Lucia cry once, but that wasn't. I threw her in the pool.
Annoyed me a few times, but
Annoyed Emma a few times. But other than that, it was very nice to be in a villa and have control of everything. I think was the nice thing.
Yeah. We're actually we've forgotten about a really important event that we need to talk about.
I'm a little bit lost here.
Producer Nath, we need you for this one.
Oh yeah, producer Nath.
You've got to come stand behind here.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I'd be nervous.
I would be nervous. Just make sure you're in the camera. It's Christmas all over again.
You explain what we're about to say to you then.
We're about to wish Nathan a happy birthday
Oh, for fuck's sake.
and give him a big chocolate cake.
But basically, we couldn't get any candles. We're gonna pretend to blow out a candle.
Okay, right, you gonna sing me happy birthday?
Happy birthday to you.
No,
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to producer and Uncle Nate. Happy birthday to you. Blow it.
There you go. Put it back in
Happy
the fridge.
birthday. It was Nathan's birthday on Sunday?
Yeah.
Monday?
Saturday?
No. And we are very appreciative of him because he does a lot for us. So thank you.
Happy
You
birthday.
can put that on the side.
Put that on the side or back in the fridge.
Happy birthday, Nath. You've taken my pillow.
That's not yours, Max.
No,
Maximus.
it's not your one. So yeah, it was Nathan's birthday and we just thought we would
Wish him a happy
celebrate
birthday.
with him. No worries,
Good
Nath.
boy. So yeah, went on holiday.
24, by the way, 24.
24, yeah, I bet you are.
34. And yeah, it was brilliant. Yeah, we not gonna go through everything that we got up to, but yeah, went up to smash some plates, said yamas, had loads of raki. Disgusting, isn't it?
Well, Yamas.
No, yaki.
Raki.
Raki, it's like a shot that they give. I think
you
it's
a-
actually Turkish, I read.
Is it? Or
Yeah.
they give it to you. They give it to you after every bloody
Everywhere.
meal.
And then, yeah, it was disgusting.
But yeah, it was really good. Weather was perfect. Company was perfect. Villa was perfect. Yeah, the whole thing was perfect.
Yeah.
Can't really complain.
Lovely, lovely time.
And since we've been back, when did we get back?
Friday, and
Yeah.
it's now Tuesday.
Oh, put it away. That's X-rated.
Yeah.
Put it away, you dirty boy. We obviously missed the dog, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was quite.
It's
mate,
the best
put that
thing
away.
about having.
Sorry that he's
Shh,
hanging
just
out.
why don't you just ignore it? It's the best thing about having a dog is not having the holiday blues because you're just so
Yeah.
excited to come home to your pup.
It is weird. It's a weird feeling. I mean, people that have dogs probably get that, and I wonder if you get that with children as well. It's like the last day, you kind of just ready to go home.
Yeah.
But in saying that, once you see your dog and you spend a day with him, you're then like, well, I could go back now.
Yeah, but I can't remember the last time I didn't want to come home from holiday.
Yeah, it's just nice to kind of see the boy, innit?
Yeah.
So yeah, and we have been heavily watching the Olympics, haven't
Oh,
we?
we've been so into it.
We've been well into it all weekend. Yeah, I think this is the first. I've always tuned in and out, but this time I've been like proper watching them all. It's quite. I've never actually watched all the events, but it's actually well interesting to watch the events, and
So
you realise how good people are
at certain things. Yeah.
It's actually crazy,
And you see things that you didn't even know was like a sport,
yeah.
or you didn't even know was in the Olympics.
Yeah, no, it's been really, really good. But yeah, we've been watching tonight the gymnastics.
Yeah, been obsessed with the gymnastics. Simone Biles.
Oh, Simone Biles. If you
Yeah.
didn't know, what did she win? So she won. Where did she win gold?
She won
London? No.
gold at Rio.
Rio 2016.
And then London, I think.
No, that was she was too young now.
Oh, Rio was after London.
Rio was
right,
2016, and
Yeah.
then 2020 or 21, whenever was the
Tokyo.
and she pulled out because she fell over. Then there's been loads of shit about her in there. You watched the series on the plane, didn't you?
Yeah, there's a series on Netflix which is quite good where she explains it. And then a lot of pressure put on her to come back to
Mate, she smashed it as well.
Paris. And she smashed it, and it was very interesting to watch,
It
wasn't
was, yeah. I mean, she had Snoop Dogg, Tom Cruise, Adele, Lady Gaga. She had them all there watching her, didn't she? So she had so much pressure. But it's funny because I just thought she was another gymnast who's just sometimes they're just a personality. But when you watch her, she's just so much better.
Yeah, then you can tell.
In terms of she just goes so high.
Yeah, because I heard the commentator saying her flexibility isn't amazing. She's not the
very
most flexible
she's
gymnast.
Powerful.
Yeah, she's powerful.
So high. So yeah, watching her tonight should be quite fun. See how
Yeah.
she gets on. I mean, obviously supporting Team GB, but I mean, she's obviously.
Honestly, really am not that interested in watching. No, I am, but I'm more interested in watching her.
Yeah, we watched the
funny, innit?
diving. Old Tom Daly, he got himself a silver, didn't he?
Yeah.
So he's got the full sweep now.
Yeah,
I think that's one of the most impressive ones.
the diving. Yeah,
Diving,
the
because
it's
the synchronized.
Yeah.
I think to do both of you jump at the same time, do exactly the same flip, hit the water at the same time is actually mental. There's so much practice and so much what we're going to talk about, discipline and consistency for a big period of your time is mad.
That's the biggest thing that I've seen is when someone wins gold or even just wins one of the medals, they just completely break down, don't they?
Because you think of it's 4 years. 4 years is a fucking long time. Do you know what I mean? Some people can't even stick to a diet for a week.
Well, it's not. Well, it is 4 years, but they might have competed in an Olympics before that and not done as good as they wanted to.
Which is then more.
Which was another 4 years before that. So it all
so it
adds
can
up,
be long,
doesn't it?
right? I mean, some people. I mean, this is fourth one. Do you know what I mean? But their training kind of starts from they obviously have a break, and then it's right. The next Olympics is where we go hard for a massive period of time, and you just got to admire the discipline and the consistency and the sacrifice that
they make.
Olympians make, because it's all for one moment.
Yeah.
It's not like a footballer who plays every week, and obviously they do their world championships, but an Olympian is chasing an Olympic gold.
Yeah.
So they give everything.
Yeah.
It's got that Adam Peaty.
Yeah, Adam Peaty.
Saying that he can't keep up with the younger generation because he has a kid now, he has a wife, he's getting older, so time is becoming more sensitive, and so he can't sacrifice everything as much, although he's still smashed it.
Yeah.
You've got to be willing to give your life
to it.
to a sport.
Yeah.
Which is mad, isn't it? So you can only respect that.
Yeah, 100%.
Like when you're talking about like fitness journeys and people on a 16-week plan, it's just like you can get yourself into the shape of your life. You can get yourself feeling the best you have in 12 to 16 weeks with solid discipline, consistency and stuff like that. Just do it.
That shows a lot though, because he came second, didn't he? Saying that, you know, when like you get people like come to you about coaching and they're like, oh, I've got 2 kids, like I work, like I've got all of this. And it's like, you have to kind of tell them that that doesn't mean it's impossible. Like you can still do really well. Like he still came second above all these other people who might not have kids, who might be younger than him, that might have trained more than him.
Yeah.
But he still did really well. And it just shows you can, even if you have things holding you back or taking up the time that you want to put into something, it doesn't mean it's impossible.
Yeah. Obviously that's his job, whatever. So he does it on a day to day, but he's doing that for 4 years, and the sacrifice he's making from like his wife and his kids, and the amount of times that he probably didn't put his kid to bed or went away to the championships and you're staying away, and it just goes to show that that's for 4 years, and beyond that, he's obviously been his whole life.
Yeah.
So to kind of get in shape, like you just have to sacrifice for the greater good. You know what I mean? If it means sacrificing some meals out, if it means sacrificing takeaways or sacrificing like a couple of evenings, whatever, it is what it is. But then you get yourself into that a really good, happy place. You become a better person, and you're all good.
Yeah, and majority of them get paid next to nothing, do they, for doing what they do?
In the Olympics, yeah. I mean, I actually saw something. I mean, I don't know how much the UK get paid. They do get paid for winning.
Yeah.
I saw you get paid per like gold, bronze, or silver. And I think the lowest, I don't know if it was America or something like that, was like $20,000 for a gold. But like Singapore is like $800,000 if you get a gold.
Blimey.
And there's another country that if you win, you get a 3-bedroom house or apartment.
Oh Jesus.
But these are countries that like it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Like it's not a big deal for America to win America are not going to give you £1 million for a gold, because they're going to win hundreds of golds probably. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's if you're a country that never really wins anything, you can put a massive bounty on it, on a gold or something. But yeah, it's very impressive to watch. I think it just gets you kind of thinking like these people are so disciplined.
Yeah, it makes you almost want to work a little bit harder.
It does make you want to work harder. It makes you. Do you know what? It makes you feel almost a little bit pathetic. Do you know what I mean? Like they're levels above in terms of like fitness and health and strength and just what they're doing with their bodies, and they sacrifice everything.
It's mentally as well, isn't it?
Mentally
massively. Every day, getting up, training, having knockbacks, having injuries and everything like that. Like it's not all physical. It must be such a mental game, especially when you work so hard, get to the Olympics and don't get that gold.
Like you said, how many of them have we seen when they get interviewed? They just start crying.
Yeah, and we feel so bad for them though, because they're trying to interview them and they're literally
win or lose. They always start like they break down, because I think it must just be like the relief
it's just
must
overwhelming.
Be mental. Like you train, and obviously it's so horrible if you've trained all of that and then you miss out on like a bronze medal by like a second, or something like that. Or like, in the Olympics, not even a second, is it? It's like 1/10 of a second.
Yeah, and I suppose with the Olympics compared to like the World Championships are more just like for the athlete to do as well as they can. But at the Olympics, they also feel like they've let themselves down and their country down, because there's so much pressure for them to win for the country, not just for themselves, if that makes sense.
I think just the Olympics is like the pinnacle, isn't it? It's like, that's like, if you're an Olympian, like it's in the name, you're an Olympian, like gold is like, it doesn't get any better than that. You get 1 gold, obviously then it comes to having a world record or getting I don't know how many bloody gold medals people like Michael Phelps have got, like 30. That's like the main thing, isn't it? So that's what you dedicate your life to.
That's what baffles me about the football. I learnt something new, and I didn't realise that we don't even have like the England team that play for the Euros don't even play in the Olympics.
No, they don't. They had an Olympic team in 2012 because it was London, so the FA granted it or something. But I don't know. I tried reading up on it. It didn't really make sense to me. Like why they don't. But there is actually a reason why the FA don't allow it. But it's weird.
I think it's something to do with, obviously it's Great Britain. There's not a great British national team.
Oh,
So obviously
yeah.
there's a England, Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland.
Yeah, but
So-
could they not just put one together?
So that's what they did. They made a special exception for the 2012 because it was London.
yeah.
But I think there's just big argument. I think it's always been historically, there's been arguments over it because
Yeah.
the Scottish are like, well, why is there no more Scottish players?
Oh, okay.
It's all under 23s anyway, isn't it? So
Is it under 23?
yeah, I think
Still,
so.
they could. I don't know what is it like 11 aside? I don't even know. if
Yeah,
it's
it's
like-
11. It's normal 11 aside, same rules, etc. It's like under 23 football, I think, but they're allowed like 3 players above.
They should just divide it
age.
down and go. You have X amount from Scotland, X amount from Wales, X amount from
Yeah.
England.
I think that's the reason anyway. I'm sure people will let you know in the comments if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know because all the you see all the Brazil and Spain, they'll have teams and stuff. Do you know what I mean? But I guess they don't. They're not part of a one nation. Yeah.
But imagine how much more exciting the Olympics would be if there was like the England team playing for the Olympics.
I don't know.
Like,
Do you know what? I don't think it would be because
Why?
like obviously if you're into it, it's quite big. But I'm into football, but I'm not really fussed about watching the football. I don't really see that as like because you see
right.
football all the time.
As in, you're not going to watch the Olympic football?
Not really
Oh
fussed
yeah,
about
no, I
watching
wouldn't
it.
watch
It's
it.
like watching the rugby's okay because it's sevens. It's not like normal rugby.
Right,
It's
okay.
quite cool to watch. I
Mhm.
probably wouldn't watch the tennis because again, you see tennis all
You
the
see
time.
that, yeah.
Whereas
no, I
when
know
you've
what
got
you
like the
mean.
sprinting and the swimming and even the cycling and stuff and the diving, you don't see it so often.
Yeah.
It's not in your face all the time. So it's quite
Yeah.
cool to watch.
Mhm.
And I think that will be the case for probably a lot of people. Like,
Mhm.
and also you probably will find that the quality of football and stuff won't be as good.
Mhm.
So like people be like, oh, this is crap. Well, I've watched the Premier League or the World Cup or something like that.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Yeah.
so that's probably why I wouldn't watch it.
Yeah.
Prefer
Interesting.
the gymnastics, to be fair.
Yeah, and then you got the athletics that comes towards the end, which is really exciting as well.
Yeah,
Innit?
we're gonna watch that. There's another documentary called Sprint that we
Oh,
started.
yeah.
Oh, did you start watching it with me or did I
Yeah.
start watching it? Yeah, so that'd be quite cool because there's that kind of loud, cocky, in your face American guy. So that'd
Yeah,
be
he
quite
was very
interesting.
cocky, wasn't he?
But I mean,
They love it.
Yeah, they all say he's so good. So it'd be quite interesting to see what he does.
Yeah.
But it's mad, isn't it? Because you have Netflix series like that. It must tune so many people into the Olympics.
Mhm.
Right then.
Yeah. I'm just getting my affirmation ready for the
Oh,
end
yeah.
of the podcast.
Is that it? You done talking to me?
No, I'm just getting it ready so it's there.
Oh, you're quite good.
While
aren't you?
you're yapping on.
Oh, I'm yapping on about.
Don't
the
get a word
Olympics.
in anyway. Might as well do something else.
What are you looking forward to in the Olympics?
So yeah, the gymnastics will be done. I like the swimming. The swimming's been good. I like watching that. I think just the athletics.
Yeah.
I can't think what else there is that I like. Really. Yeah, just
What
the
about in the
athletics.
athletics? Just like the sprint and the running.
I like the fast one, like the
Like 100 and
200
200.
meters. Yeah.
Yeah, and the relays are.
I
Quite
just find
good.
them so exciting because it's just like it's so,
so
like
quick.
quick. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's good. No, yeah, we'll definitely watch that. Do you know what else is quite good? The cycling indoors.
Oh, what's that called? The hippodrome.
Is that the word?
That's what it's
Nathan, what's
called.
cycling indoors called?
Is that a hippodrome?
There's a velodrome. But I
Velodrome.
also think you might be right.
What's a
with the-
hippodrome?
There is definitely a hippodrome, but I don't know
There
what it
is?
is.
Isn't
I'll Google
Hippodrome
it.
a
Hold on.
casino in London.
Well, you would know. Yeah, no, that's
quite
quite good,
fun.
isn't it?
Yeah, because that's quite intense. I guess there's some more intense ones, isn't there?
But I don't understand that because they don't all start at the same time or something, do they?
Yeah, they do.
Well, they
But They're
do.
like kind of like.
But then one goes off and then another
The
one goes
hippodrome
off.
is definitely just in London. There's also one in Birmingham. I think
What's
they have shows there or something.
Oh, I think maybe I've just been to I've been to a hippodrome.
Yeah, I think
The
people probably think.
Birmingham hippodrome.
Birmingham Hippodrome, yeah.
What is it? Oh, my ears went funny then.
It seems like there's like events there, like
Is that where we did
The-
that
it's like a
Versa
theatre.
thing?
No, that
it's
was
like a theatre.
no, that was NEC. NEC.
Oh.
It's
I
like a
dunno.
theatre.
Yeah, it's
There
a
you go.
velodrome.
It's not a cycling place. Yeah, they kind of it's like a sprint in it, but they start slow.
Right.
anyone
that's
can
it.
go.
And then that's it.
But they kind of like someone's up there and there's someone behind, and
Yeah.
then they kind of, it's like a chase, it's like a sprint,
Yeah.
which is quite cool.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of strength and power.
Mm.
Yeah, it was quite interesting because we was having a conversation. It's probably gonna rattle a few people's feathers watching, but we was watching the difference between men and women, weren't we?
It's not really a difference, is there? I mean,
No,
there is. Yeah.
There isn't really. There is a difference, yeah.
Mhm.
So it was like, it was quite an interesting event because obviously there's, most people probably watching this probably know the facts that if you've got a number one male and a number one woman, the number one male is more than likely going to win. Just genetically got more of an advantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and funny enough, the was it the time trial cycling,
Mm-hmm.
the road cycling, for the first time ever, the men and women did the same circuit and the same length
Oh, was that the first time?
at that sport, yeah.
Right,
So
okay.
basically the women went and the men went. And it was very, very interesting because I just wanted to see the difference. And to be fair, like obviously I knew that the people that win the male one were gonna smash the people that win the woman.
Mm-hmm.
But there was one woman, I mean, it might even come out that she's on steroids, but she absolutely smashed it.
Did she?
Well, she was a minute and a half quicker than all the other women,
Mm-hmm.
and she actually did beat some of the men.
Oh wow.
So although she is like the world number one for women,
Yeah.
she did beat some of the Olympic
Men.
men's time.
Mm.
But then the man who won was like 2 or 3 minutes quicker than her.
Than her, yeah.
So but it was quite interesting just to see the kind of difference when it's on a play. It's like a straight
It's
playing
this-
field.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
But
mean?
isn't that the same in a lot of things?
Oh, it
Like
is, yeah. Like
all the
100
runnings, all the same distance.
Yeah, but it'd be quite interesting to. It's just always interesting to kind of see the difference of male and female, like at the top.
Mm-hmm.
But we was having a chat about. You saw whether women or men would be better if doing something that's more skill based.
Yeah, there was like shooting
Yeah.
a target. Is it a gun?
Well,
Kind
they
of
do.
like a gun.
Do you know what
gun.
the bloody? I'll tell you who's really good is is it the Koreans or the Japanese women
Yeah.
at archery,
Yeah.
mate? It's like 10
That's
every
the
time.
thing. That's not really like a physical.
It's not a physical, but I would like to see the difference between male and female in a more skill based.
Well, yeah, I was about to
environment.
say, what would you call it? Skill based.
Yeah, I think that's not very. It's not very physical, is it? But is it physical?
Well, you've got to be accurate, and I don't
You gotta
think many men are very accurate about a lot of things.
Well, that's
really.
why I would like to see it. It would be very interesting to kind of see the male scores and the female scores on things like shooting and archery, because I don't know. I reckon the women might be better. But the bloody
Who
Korean
knows?
women, they were a joke.
Yeah.
They didn't miss a 10. They was just putting it in the 10 every time.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what else would be quite good to watch? They have the weightlifting, don't they? In the
that's-
Olympics.
That's quite interesting.
We should see when
there's
that's
some
on.
Mad, strong women there as well.
Yeah. That would be quite cool to watch, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's quite interesting.
Mm.
I mean, I'd actually like to watch some of the skill-based stuff because the women might be better than the men.
Who knows?
Are you more skillful than
I'm
me?
definitely more skillful than you.
Bruv, you can't catch.
That's not a skill. That's
Is it?
physical.
What's a skill then?
A skill is being
I would say
able-
hand-eye coordination is definitely a skill.
being able to communicate your emotions.
Be able to cook.
Okay, being able to cook, being able to
Clean.
find things that Mike can't find. I don't know where this is, and I literally use my eyes. That's a skill.
That's definitely something women are better at. Men suck. Like, where is that? It could be literally slapping you in the face.
Mate,
Yeah.
she'll be like, it's on the washing line. I'm like, Emma, mate, I've looked on it twice. It's not on there. She'll
Yeah.
look on there and she'll go, it's here.
Yeah.
But do you know
That's
what I
a
reckon
skill.
she does? She puts it on there after
No,
I've
I
looked,
don't.
just to prove a point.
Well, I'd be a very sad person if I was to do that.
I wouldn't put it past you just to get one up on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I don't know. I reckon you're better at colouring in than me. I saw you on holiday. I saw you getting involved with Lucia.
Yeah, but I'm not very art compared to someone else. I'm not very arty.
But you're quite but you're quite good at things like that. I think like you're probably
Patient.
Better, yeah, you're probably better at
Am I
rapping
patient?
presents than me.
No, I'm so bad at rapping
You're actually
presents.
quite bad, aren't you?
I think you're
No,
better
you're
than
not.
me.
I mean, I'm very bad. You're just.
No, I think
you're
you're
good.
better than me.
Oh, maybe I am.
Yeah. Okay, here's a question. if you were to be an Olympian,
Yeah.
what sport would you want to be an Olympian at?
I was actually thinking this the other day.
Were you?
Yeah, no. I was thinking the other day. I think it's only because I was watching the gymnastic guys, and I was thinking, mate, I'd love to run across that floor and do about 20 flips.
Guys, can I just say, I went out for dinner last night and Mike stayed at home and watched the men's gymnastics on his own. I didn't even tell him to or force him to. He literally did it out of
why I
choice.
like watching the men's gymnastics?
It's incredible,
because
isn't it?
I think if you're into like strength training and like going to the gym and you think about doing a pull-up and you watch the things they do, you can't help but admire how fucking strong they are.
Like the rings and stuff.
Like the rings and the fucking vault and the horizontal bars. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, he knows all the
the pommel horse.
Oh,
It's like it's ridiculous, mate. They're so fucking strong.
yeah.
And so is it like elegant with it? I mean, I think is that the word? I think women look a bit better when they do it, but men still look so good. It's just impressive. Like
It is.
Gymnastics in either way, I feel for me is probably one of the more impressive sports
Absolutely.
because what you got to put your body through and just what if you break your neck? I mean, how do you land? How do you sprint at a board, jump on it, do a flip when you jump on it, then flip off the other next one, do another 4 flips, and then land on your feet? How are you doing that?
I know.
I would love to give it a go, but I don't know where I'd end up.
Literally. I saw a tweet that Simone Biles like retweeted or something, and it was like a person saying, me watching a gymnast do like a double twist and then them landing and stepping a foot out of line and being like, could have landed that better. And it's like, bruv, she literally just launched herself in the air and twisted twice before she even touched the ground. She can step out of line a little bit if she needs to. Do you know what I mean?
It is mad because
crazy.
you just want them to finish it perfect.
Yeah.
And it's,
if they
so
don't,
funny
you're
when
like,
they end.
but it's
Sometimes
like,
they just stick, don't they? And sometimes they
yeah,
kind of
that's the perfect landing.
but I'll tell you what, in the men's, I actually felt sorry for the Chinese team in the men's gymnastics because they were winning and there was a guy, their second to last guy on the bar, and he was one of their best, and he fell off twice. None of them fall off, really.
No,
he lost his grip twice. Obviously, the pressure got to him,
Yeah.
and because he then only scored an 11, and the Japanese scored a 14, the Japanese won.
Yeah, they were
They were
winning,
buzzing,
weren't
mate.
they?
Yeah, because I think they've never won it.
Yeah.
But going back to that, what would you like to do?
So you would want to be a men's gymnast?
I'm not 100% now. I'm going to come back to that.
Okay. I've been sat funny.
Deeper thought. Can we do one track and one not track?
Okay, yeah. My non-track would be gymnastics because I just love it. I just think it's so cool. And it's kind of like dancing, isn't it? And there's nothing in the Olympics that's dance, which is a real shame. Although I feel like in the Olympics they do the gymnastics, but where they've got a ribbon. I feel like they do that. I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, maybe that. That would be my non-track. And then my track would be, do you know what my track would be?
What?
That fucking thing where they bounce off the pole and like flip over another pole.
Like a
Pole vault. Yeah, that's mental, that.
Yeah,
no?
they go well high.
That is mental.
That would be your one.
Just because, like, imagine being able to do
I
that.
can't imagine you being a
Imagine
pole
being
vaulter.
able to flip yourself off a pole.
Well, I wouldn't mind watching you do that.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive as well, no?
Yeah.
The pole vault.
Oh, yeah, my track, I think I'm going to go a bit like generic. I think
100
like
metre
just a 100
sprint.
metre
Yeah,
sprinter.
you wanna be the
I
next
just think there's
Usain
something.
Bolt.
I just think there's something fucking
Where the
cool.
money's at.
I think
Yeah.
it's just something. It's just cool.
Yeah.
Basically, because it's like, and do you know what? 100 metre sprinters are always like quite cool, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? Like the way they psych themselves up, and it's
they're
like
a bit cocky.
they're a bit cocky, and I
but
just think
also,
it's quite cool.
everyone likes to watch it.
Everyone watches
doesn't
it, yeah. And you get to the relay, you probably do the 200 as well.
Yeah.
So I'd probably go for a 100, 200 sprinter. Take Usain Bolt's world records off him for a bit.
What would you want to be, Nath? If you were an Olympian? It's probably something in cycling.
Yeah, probably cycling.
Outdoors or indoors?
Outdoors. Fresh
Did you
air.
say there's
Like a
golf in it in the Olympics?
There is golf, yeah.
There is
So
golf,
who plays
yeah.
that? The big time, like Tiger Woods and
No,
that?
I think England's is like Justin Rose, I think.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how it works. I don't know whether they do an individual and a team event.
Yeah.
But it's, do you know what? I think like loads of the big players don't bother. It's kind of, I feel like it's quite a nice thing to have to your medals. Do you know what I mean? Just having a
Yeah, like Andy
Olympic
Murray
gold.
won.
and like Andy
gold,
Murray. I
innit?
think Djokovic hasn't won it, so he's going for it this year. I heard because he's obviously
Yeah.
close to retirement.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't think they earn so much. They probably don't get paid for it either. So they
No,
probably just think,
true.
oh, I can't be
It's
asked.
just
But
got, yeah.
also, I think you'll probably find more of the older golf players will do it when they're kind of like Justin Rose. He's probably not going to win a major or PGA thing. So
Came close the other week, to be fair.
yeah, he did. So it's
He's
quite
doing the
cool. You wouldn't see
Olympics.
McIlroy doing it, I don't think, but
No.
maybe when they're older.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a bit
But
torn
yeah.
actually
Oh, I thought
about my
you
non-track.
decided.
No, I mean I
What?
like gymnastics, but
All right, well, we ain't got all
One of
day,
the
have we?
like
My
two
wings
like
are
you know the
burning.
whitewater rafting and that.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
that's cool.
canoeing and whatever.
Yeah, that's
I
quite
do
cool.
like the swimming
Yeah, the swimming's cool.
because I think it's quite like powerful.
Even
do
they're
you know what
quite
I mean?
cool when they
They
come
are
out with their
quite
goggles
cool.
and their hat on,
The
and
way
they're
they
like,
slap themselves.
and they got headphones on, and they come out. They're a bit like boxers when they
yeah,
come
and they
out.
slap
aren't they?
themselves and that.
Yeah.
They just give them a slap.
Yeah.
Did you see
Gets the
the
blood
presenter?
pumping. Yeah.
He was like, they were talking about the cupping, and he was talking about them slapping themselves. He goes, "In my day, mate, we didn't used to slap ourselves. So I don't know what that does. I think it kind of shocks your muscles.
It gets blood to the area.
Get the
doesn't
blood
it?
to the area and get the nerves.
Yeah.
Wait,
It's a bit like, you know, when you're giving a massage and you do like chopping and stuff. It's the
Yeah.
same thing. It just gets
Gets
They
it.
blood to
proper
the
slap themselves, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'd be
maybe.
a swimmer and a 100-meter to 200-meter racer.
Yeah, I
runner.
reckon I'll be a butterfly swimmer.
Ooh.
It's quite aggressive. isn't
Butterfly,
it?
yeah.
Butterfly it.
Quite manly.
And 100 metres.
Manly
swimmer.
butterfly.
Probably do the relay as well.
So yeah, I think the overall thing that we wanted to put across is that Olympians obviously dedicate their entire life to what they love,
Yeah.
and you should do the same. And maybe when you don't feel like it one day or you're tired, just think like an Olympian and think, do you know what? Get up, get it done, because I've got something to work towards.
There you go. Think like an Olympian. That's
Think
the
like
motto
an
for today.
Olympian.
That's so true.
Train
actually.
like an Olympian.
I'm not gonna keep going on, but
I mean,
yeah, like
31 minutes.
you think like you just need to sacrifice a little bit for the greater good. So if you
You do.
want to be happier, be more confident, be in better shape, and be happy with yourself, then just sacrifice a little bit. It's only
Yeah.
it's only a short sacrifice. It's not a
Yeah.
fucking 4-year sacrifice.
Yeah.
And your gold medal is you feeling and looking
Incredible.
incredible.
So our affirmation this week goes very nicely with what we've been talking about, which is discipline means doing things the right way, even when you're tired or don't feel like it.
Oh, that's perfect for the
Innit?
bloody podcast. That.
Yeah, it
Well, that
does.
is it. That is
doing things the right way, even if you don't feel like it or you don't want to do it, do it.
Yeah, 100%.
You're never going to regret it, are you?
Nah, discipline is number one. If you've
Yeah.
got that discipline and you can turn up to the gym every day you don't want to instead of laying on the sofa, if you can, yeah, you know, yeah.
Here he goes.
Yeah, I'm going to stop. She looks at me like I should say, don't even start.
Well, my wings are burning because they've been in the oven for over 31 minutes now.
All right, I've got a call actually soon, so we better go.
Right. Thank you very much for listening, everyone. Drop a comment about anything that we've discussed today because we would love to hear what you think. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, what Olympian would you be? Think like an Olympian.
Bye-bye. Are you all right?